Hello, 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 everybody. It's Annika Laquette here, the host and creator of Never Gave Denied podcast. Y'all, I got someone on with me today. I'm so excited to have her. This is Danielle. Hey,
Hello.
girl.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm born and raised in Hawaii. Fun fact. I no longer live there. I miss Hawaii so much. But I'm a military spouse. My husband's in the Navy, mom of two, stay-at-home mom, while juggling other things.
Yeah.
I like to read corny romance, like the cornier the better.
Okay.
And I love sleeping.
Yes. Period. Period.
I love baking, and fun fact, I play a lot of video games. So
Okay.
it's about me. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Okay. See, I didn't know you were from Hawaii. Come on, Hawaii. Yes. All right. And yes, I want to thank your husband for his service and thank you because a lot of wives don't get thanked as well. Y'all
Oh,
go
thank
through a lot. So I want to thank you for staying the course and doing what you need to do. So yes, I'm so excited for y'all. So
thank you.
you're welcome. So I saw that you have two businesses as we talked
Yes.
about. Yes, so we have the virtual helping hand, which I saw
Mhm.
and I love. And I also saw that you have Danielle's closet. Like I told you
Yes.
before, I'm gonna have to get some stuff. So, so yeah. So tell us about those businesses. Like like how'd you start them? How was your motivation?
So we'll start with the virtual helping hand first. 'Cause that's the one that started first.
Okay.
So that one started in 2020, COVID. I had a friend who had a business, and she had to let go of her staff members. And me being the friend, I was like, well, let me. I had my daughter who was a little about to be 2 that year, but COVID, so we're stuck in the house. So I was like, I need something to do. So I was like, I'll help you. It ain't nothing. Um, and I was doing some admin related tasks for her, some data entry and things, and I liked it. It was pretty cool. It was I could like make my own hours, make my own schedule, and so it started that way. Then I was like, hey, this is really cool. This what I'm doing has to have a name to it.
Right.
So I did a lot of research to figure out what am I doing. Found out I was a virtual assistant. That was what I was doing.
Okay.
And then from there, she told another friend who had a business, so I helped them. And then word of mouth just took it somewhere else. So that's how that started in 2020.
Okay.
And then Danielle's Closet started in 2021, right when we moved here to Virginia, where we are now. I had to put a pause on the virtual helping hand because that's a lot to balance while moving. So I was like, well, I have all this excess jewelry that I had bought because of COVID. I was on
Mhm.
Facebook Live shopping like every day. So when we moved, I was unpacking boxes and I was like, oh my God, there's so much stuff. There was way
Mhm.
too much stuff. So I didn't want to just like throw it away or nothing. So I was like, I see other people selling on Facebook. I'll do it too.
Right.
And the Nails Closet started that way, and it again just taken off from there.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? COVID, even though it was crazy, it has brought out a lot of people who like sat on their
Yeah.
talent. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. People sat on their talent and then COVID literally brought that out of them. So I'm happy
Because
that
there's
you
nothing
started.
else to do. It was like we
Right.
gotta do something. So,
Right. Okay. So yes, and I'm happy that you came up with your passion. See, even though COVID was bad, it did come out with something good.
it did. It did. Yeah.
Yes, it did. So, yes, I saw that you have a quote. You posted a quote on the Helping Hand page, and it
Mm.
says by Madam C.J. Walker, and it says, "Don't sit down and wait for opportunities to come. Get up and make them." So, I want you to describe a time in your life where you need that extra motivation for you to get up and achieve your dream.
Oh, almost every day.
Oh, come on now.
Like where to begin? So Danielle's Closet, it's a shop.
Okay.
And so those fluctuate. Sometimes it's a good month and sometimes it's not. Like I can go like transparency, I can go like a couple weeks with like not a single sale.
Yeah.
And so like during those rough times, I just tell myself like it's gonna come back up.
Mhm.
Just talk life into yourself. It's gonna happen. It's a season.
Yes,
Like
it
like
is.
especially like December,
Mhm.
nobody's spending money too much because they're prepping for the holidays. So
Right.
you gotta tell yourself it's just a moment. It
Mhm.
will pass. And then virtual helping hand. Again, when I first started as a VA, like sometimes you have clients and sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Like I literally would go like out of the 12 months of the year before it got to where it is now. I would literally go like 6 months with not a client.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like Like, and then boom, the next 6 months, okay, I'm fully booked, and then 2 months, nobody. Like,
Yeah.
so you just gotta honestly see the bigger picture. Tell yourself there's a reason you started this. Stay committed, and those little bumps are just bumps. You'll get past it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're definitely right. Yeah. A lot of businesses struggle with that, even though they don't want to talk about that, about
Hmm.
not having the clients, because social media, I'm assuming, is the one that
Yeah.
glorifies everything to make it look like, oh yeah,
Sure.
I'm living the best life. I'm getting all these clients. But no
Listen,
one, right.
yes, transparency. I hate when I see those posts where people are like, "I make 13K a month. Ask me
Right.
how." I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't.
No,
You do. You made $300 this month. Stop playing."
right. No. So yeah, I feel like social media glorifies it, but people
Yeah.
need to start saying like, yeah, I am struggling throughout my business, and this is how I'm getting over it. So you're definitely right about that.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay. How do you manage your clothing store and your virtual helping hand business?
Yeah, it's I can't lie, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Juggling two businesses and personal family life.
Mhm.
I've gotten it down now to where I just section off days. Like, I don't touch Danielle's closet unless there's a sale throughout the week. But
Okay.
the weekends are committed to Danielle's closet. Like the weekends, the evenings.
Mhm.
And then virtual helping hand, stick to your business hours.
Mm.
Like, I set the business hours. I'm not working outside of those hours.
Oh,
Took a while to convince myself not to, but that's where I'm at now. So like my business hours, 10 to 6. I don't do nothing until 10 to 6. Second my phone, 6 o'clock, I'm close the laptop.
mhm.
Like, spend family time and then right back at it the next day. Just
Yeah,
juggling, time blocking also. I love time blocking. That's how I pretty much stay balancing everything.
that's good. Cause see, well, okay. So I know when I was doing my business and everything, and still doing my business now with the podcast. Sometimes I don't work within the business hours. I'm like, I have to manage my time
Yeah.
because I feel like this podcast is every day for me, every day, all day. So,
Yeah.
like, how do you like? Okay, so you told people that you manage your time by time blocking. So, for the
Yeah.
people who are overachievers like myself, give some advice about like how do
Yeah.
you like time block? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So there are a few times where yeah, my hours are done at 6, but I gotta get this task done
Right.
before midnight, like before tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's when my time blocking comes in. I'll put the kids to bed, tell my husband, and then I commit 30 minutes or however long I think it's gonna take me. I start a timer, and for example, like 30 minutes, and I just sit and do that extra work for 30 minutes. When that timer goes off, I have to stop. And then if I don't finish whatever I was working on in that 30 minutes, I try again tomorrow morning or
Okay.
later. But
Okay.
honestly, because before I got to where it is now, I really was just working like 9 to 9, like just up. I would bring the laptop to bed, and my husband's like, "Close the laptop."
You're
I'm
like,
like, "I'm
okay
almost
now,
done."
baby. Okay now, baby. What's going on?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Kiss, kiss." I'm almost done. But I
Yeah.
saw it was honestly affecting family time. Like
Okay.
the kids, my daughter, she's 6, so she started knowing, "Oh, mom's got the laptop out. Leave her alone." I'm like, "Oh, oh."
You're like, oh, okay.
I was like, "Oh, it's a problem."
Yeah, it is. It
So that's
is.
when I really told myself, hey, it's helped me manage my time better because
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I know at 6 I'm stopping, so there's no lollygagging too much. So honestly, you just gotta took practice, but you gotta force yourself. You really do, because if not, like I said, I was bringing a laptop to bed, laying in bed working. I was packing orders at like midnight. Like it was a problem.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
good. So I'm glad that you came up with like a balance in your head. So I'm gonna try to tell myself that, yeah, chill out a little bit, take some time for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes, yes. Take time to yourself. That's another one. I have to commit a day to myself a month.
Mhm.
I want to do more, but right now we're at one a month where I don't do nothing business, and my husband gives me like a few hours. Well, more than a few, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm out the house on
Okay.
Saturdays. This day of the month, I'm out. Come back later.
Right.
So,
Period. Yeah. Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
even tell him the time. I'm like, I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yes, I completely
Hope y'all ate.
understand. Hey, okay, I understand that. Cause okay,
Yeah.
this is my thing. So my friends and family know that I do not do anything on Sundays. Like Sundays is my self care day. Every
Hmm.
week I commit to myself because
I love that.
Yeah, because before, like, I want to say about 2 years ago, I just like gave myself to other people and didn't pour into myself. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, there's gonna be a time where I'm gonna be tired. Okay. So I said, you know what? Let me just commit. So I think I did this commitment, I want to say 2023, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. And I said, okay, every Sunday, at least a few hours, or at least a whole day. And now I
Yeah.
got to the whole day. Every Sunday that I'm not doing anything, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna just focus on me. And it has
Mhm.
helped me mentally. It has helped my skin glow, you know? So yes, I'm glad that you take some time out the month for yourself. I do encourage self-care days.
Yeah. Same.
Yes, I do.
Same.
Okay. So yes, for anyone who's struggling to find their niche, okay, this is a
Mm.
niche question. All right.
Okay.
How was you able to find your niche in this market?
Honestly, I wrote down the things I liked.
Okay.
Started there. I always tell everybody, write down the things you like that you like to do,
Mhm.
that you find interest in. For example, when I first started, I liked shopping.
Right.
Who doesn't? So I was like, I love to shop, so I want to help shops, uh, businesses that are shop related. Like I love jewelry, so let me find a business that has jewelry. I love wigs. Let me
Cute.
find a business that has wigs. Like that's kind of how I started. From there, I went more in depth. That'll help you find the demographic you want, what category of business you want. From there, then you think about what will a shop need help with. They're going to need help with inventory tracking. They're going to need help with social media. They're going to need help with email marketing, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And then that's when you sit down and be like, what do I like and don't like? For example, I found out I do not like to make phone calls.
Uh-uh.
That's not even a service I offer. Like personally, I'm just like I learned. Plus, too, I have a toddler. I cannot guarantee this house is gonna be quiet at
Right.
any moment. Um. So yeah, write down the things you like and don't like. Things that are just your hard no's. My hard no is like I'm not gonna handle anybody who has a phone call. Like if you need phone services, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. But I really love social media, so I really highlight, but I will help you here. So start with categories you like to do, and then think about what that business is going to need help with, and then write down the things you like and don't like.
Okay. That's good. I like that advice about that. Cause yeah, find your niche, even though people may make it seem like it's easy, it's really hard.
It's not. It's not easy at all.
Oh my
Mine kept
gosh.
changing. I was like, I think I like this. We'll try it. I
Right.
don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Find your niche. Yeah. People say, oh, yeah, it's easy. Just do this. Da, da, da." No. Okay. Because you want to do everything. Because you see like it's a
Literally.
need in everything. But
Hmm.
you got to just find it for yourself that's
Yeah.
workable for you. So, yes, I like that advice. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because when I first started, I was like, I'm gonna help everybody. Everybody who needs help, I'll help them. And then slowly but surely, I was like, I'm not gonna help anybody who needs traveling. That's too. I'm not gonna sit on the phone with Delta Airlines for
Mhm.
48 hours trying to fix your flight that you missed.
Right.
I realized that's a no.
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
No.
yeah,
You have to niche it down. I think that's what it's called, niche down. Just a little
hmm,
bit. So, yes, I completely
yeah.
understand that. So, okay. So, for your future, where do you
Mhm.
see your businesses in 3 to 5 years?
Ooh, so I actually love this question. So for the virtual helping hand, we're gonna go back just 1 year. Last year, I was like, I'm getting clients more. There are more months where I have a client than I don't.
Okay.
Then it started to pick up. That was the beginning of the year. Then by the summer, I was fully booked. I was like fully booked for 6 months out. I
Okay.
realized, holy smack, I'm booked. This is crazy. So I was like, okay, my next step would be to hire help. Turn this virtual helping hand from just me to an agency. Um, so the fall, I had some other ladies, some other businesses reach out. I was like, I can't take you because I
Wow.
am fully booked. So I said, end of fall, January, I'm going to hire somebody.
Okay.
So um, I had to sit down and be like, who am I going to hire? Because that's another thing. Nobody tells you about how to hire somebody. So,
No.
so I realized as a military spouse, it's really hard to find a job as a military
Mhm.
spouse because we move so often. Companies, I call it the big girl jobs. The big girl
Mhm.
jobs don't want to hire you because they're like, you're just going to leave in a few years. And it's like, it's
Mm.
not my fault. Like,
Right.
so, but that, and then there's gaps in your resume because you have to stop working because your husband's doing something, or you give birth, everybody wants to stay home with their babies. So now you have to explain this 2-year gap that you have in your resume. So it was really hard to find a job, which is another reason why I was like, let me just try being my own boss. But so in the last year, I said, I'm going to hire other military moms, other military spouses, because I get it. It's hard out there. So yeah, January, I did a whole interview, everything, and I hired my first staff member February. So my next step from here, keep grinding, keep hustling, and just continue to let this grow. I told myself I want to get so booked that I have to hire another person by fall. So
I claim it.
I dream big. I'm ambitious.
Yes, it's good to be. Yes.
Yeah. And then for Danielle's Closet, that one I want it to be big as well. I mean, who doesn't, right? But yeah, I want that really big. Right now I'm about to start an affiliate program where like if you you sign on, you get like 50% commission off of sales.
Okay.
And really just keep doing what I'm doing on that one. It's a slow but steady growth. So 5 years from now, I want to be where right now I'm in my house. All the businesses are in my house.
As it should
5
be.
years
Yeah.
From now, 5 years from now, I want Virtual Helping Hand to have an office, and I want Danielle's Closet to have a warehouse because I can't keep up with the inventory in the house. Those are my goals.
Okay.
Very ambitious.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. It's good to be. I love those goals for you. I claim it. You're welcome. I claim it over your life. I want that for you. Yes, ma'am.
Amen. Okay. I want that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, like, do you have any upcoming projects or events you're about to embark on?
Honestly, not really.
That's fine.
We're trying to think like, do I? Nah, I don't. This was my big one right here, being on the podcast. I told everybody, I was like, I'm about to be a guest on a podcast. I'm about to share this thing out like crazy.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes. That was my big thing.
And see, it's going to be even more. I'm telling you, you're going to have so many more people coming to you and saying, hey, come on my show. So, yes, I want you to be so successful because you are. You're there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, ma'am. And like, do you have like any lives coming up? Because I know you was live last night. I caught a little bit of that.
So, oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So for Danielle's Closet, it's normally live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. But I had something to do this Sunday, so I'm not gonna make it.
It's all right.
But it's normally every Sunday. I go live every Sunday. There's also a website, so just you can do that. That's always faster to get your stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I do that every Sunday at 3.
Okay, every Sunday at 3. Okay, is that Eastern Standard Time?
Eastern, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's good. And lastly, give yourself a shout out where people can follow you, shop with you, everything.
Okay, yay. Okay, so for Danielle's Closet, I'm found literally Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Danielle's Closet LLC. And then for the Virtual Helping Hand, I'm found on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn at the Virtual Helping Hand.
Okay. So you know what, y'all need to take advice from Miss Danielle here, okay? Because that's how you brand your business, okay? Yeah. You literally put the same exact name on all your platforms so people could just look it up, okay? Yeah. Take note, y'all. Take note. She doing exactly what needs to be done.
I was like, because sometimes when people change the name, I'm like, wait, what is it on TikTok? Is it different than your Instagram? I'm confused.
Yep,
made it easy. Just the name is what you're looking for.
Right. You literally there. Yeah. I like that. Yes, ma'am. So yes. I want to thank you so much for coming on Navigator Now podcast today.
No, thank you again for letting me come up here. I'm probably gonna try and come up here again.
Wait, come on now. Oh yes, and I have some panels coming up. I have the LGBTQ plus panel that's coming up in April, and then I'm doing a surprise now. I'm gonna do a co-ed. Okay, so it's gonna be men and women doing a podcast panel as well. So yes, we're gonna be having some podcast panels coming up. So yes, I would love to have you on again.
I would love to be here again. This is actually so cool.
Yes.
So much fun.
You're welcome. Yes, ma'am. I'm so excited. So yes. And you're welcome. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I'm your host, Annika Laquette, and you just listened to Navigator Now podcast. Bye.